Thanks for joining. If you're going to do, hey Mel, if you're going to do a career day, for example, at a school, and you're a photography studio, and you want to talk about it, these are 9 things that you can tell kids. So number 1, you don't necessarily need the best camera to start off on your journey to be a photographer. So don't feel like you can't do it because you don't have an expensive DSLR. You can go out with your iPhone. You can go out with a point and shoot. You can go out and just start taking pictures, and that will start you on your journey just to figure out what you like to shoot. Just get started, which leads to number 2 is, if you want to become a photographer, the first thing that you can do is gain experience by going out and taking pictures. Just start shooting. Figure out what you like. Develop your eye for pictures. Figure out what you want to photograph and just go out and take pictures. Number 3, gain knowledge. Photography is so fun. Absolutely, Mel. I know you love photography too. So just gain knowledge. Just go out and learn. Read the manual for your camera. You'd be surprised what you can learn from the manual for your camera. Learn your way around your camera. Learn the tools on your iPhone for taking pictures, how to focus. What are some of your favorite cam accessories? Favorite cam accessories. I'll tell you what one of them is, and it's not even necessarily an accessory for the camera itself. It's a reflector. Being able to use a reflector when you're on location, you can reflect sunlight onto your subject and light them really well with a reflector. So that would be number 3, gain knowledge, learn how to do it. Don't just take pictures, learn how to use the tools and how to, yes, we are a Canon shop. And actually, let me clarify, I'm not actually the photographer here at our studio. My wife Allie is the photographer. I'm kind of the iPhone photographer for the social media piece, for Instagram and Vine, and taking behind the scenes videos and all of these things. LOL. Canon 70D. That's a nice camera of Don. Very nice camera. We're all Canon here. Our event photographer Angela, she's Nikon, and we give her a really hard time about it. Number 4. And this is more of just awareness of the industry and what you can do with your images. Be aware of what you share. It's never too early to start educating your kids about the power of social media and the dangers of social media. And when you share pictures online, if it's of yourself, what the dangers can be and what the pitfalls can be. And also if you share your work as a photographer, what you can use online to get your work out there and show people what you do. Number 5, be patient. It takes time to become a real professional photographer. It takes time to learn your craft. I saw a quote one time where somebody said, your worst photo that you take will be the first 10,000 photos that you take. In other words, it will take time before you really develop into a real solid professional photographer. Yep. LOL, go get him, Mel. I'm kind of I think I'm a step behind what Mel and Don are talking about. Maybe someday. Okay. So number 6, photography is a worthy pursuit. So in other words, if your kid really wants to be a photographer, if you know a kid that wants to be a photographer and they want to do that for a living, it's a very worthy pursuit. We don't ever discourage anybody from trying to become a photographer. It's really can take you places. It's a creative way to live your life. Photography is a very worthy endeavor. Sorry, we got a busy studio here. Oh, and these are my parents calling. My parents are calling. Hi, Mom and Dad. Allie can answer that. Okay, hey Rockers Only, what's up, Nick? Okay, so number 7, and this is great to tell kids for anything, not just photography. Find a mentor. What software do you use for photos? Well, Allie pulls her images from the camera into Lightroom, and then she I believe she kind of cleans up some things in Lightroom, and then she picks out the images that she wants to edit and brings them into Photoshop, and she uses Photoshop. Lightroom and Photoshop. Exactly, Mel. I told Sarah the same thing to do. She may remind you if she's on. Same here. Okay, so number 7 was find mentors. Find people that will help you. Don't be afraid to ask. Use Aperture. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask. We've had people come right into our studio and ask us questions about photography, and we're always willing to help. Share your knowledge. And so tell your kids to not be afraid to ask questions, because a lot of photographers, if you're serious about it and you want to learn, most people will help you if you just ask them. So tell your kids, don't be afraid to ask questions. You want to be a photographer, or you want to be anything. You want to be a doctor? Ask a doctor what it's like to be a doctor and what you need to do to start learning about being a doctor. So find a mentor. Number 8, follow blogs. You know, if you're middle school age or even if you're younger, you know, you can find, there are blogs. National Geographic has a great blog, Petapixel, Photo Argus. There's some great photography blogs that are online that share some of the best photos from around the world. Very inspirational stuff and a lot of tips about photography. So what sites or blogs do you recommend? Yeah, so Petapixel, Petapixel is a great one. Photo Focus is another one. Photo Focus is a great online magazine for photography. National Geographic, their photo blog is called Proof. That's a great one. There's some really good ones, and actually I can tweet out my a list of photography blogs that I follow, where I get a lot of my inspiration and a lot of things that I share online. Number 9, please tweet. I will. Okay, number 9, and this is for kids, for just in terms of starting to get them familiarized with how they want to be, how they want to grow, and what kind of business people they want to be. And this applies to them as photographers or anything that they do. Think about your favorite business, and if it's a young kid, think about your favorite dessert store or ice cream store, or, you know, think about your favorite place to go play games, you know, whether it's like an arcade type of place with games where you can go in and or maybe where you can play, you know, laser tag or whatever it is. Kids, think about the places that you enjoy, and what do you enjoy about them? What makes you feel good about going to these businesses? Is there somebody that owns a small ice cream store that's really nice to you every time you walk in? Are they really nice there? Do they make you feel welcome? Think about the things that you love about your favorite businesses, even as a young consumer, and incorporate those ideas and be that kind of person as a photographer or as any small business owner. If you want to open your own business, if you want to do your own thing, think about the businesses that you like and why you like them and why they make you feel good. So those are my 9 things to tell kids about photography. And just to recap, I'm going to actually wrote them out. I have to run. Family just walked in. Thank you for all the info. Thanks for joining, Don. No problem. And give you a chance to screenshot these 9 that we just talked about. If you want to screenshot that, those are the 9 things to tell your kids about photography. Bye, everyone. See you, Don. Okay, so thanks for joining. I will go ahead and tweet out the link to the original blog post that I wrote on this topic. And if anybody has any questions, comments, go ahead and feel free to swipe and follow. And thanks for joining. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. See ya.